Day Texarkana. I am Kimberly Bursey Reese. Welcome. Well, I tell you, Texarkana just keeps growing and we just keep getting more and more exciting events coming to town. And boy, do we have a treat for you. Today, I have with me the cast members and the writer, director, producer from the nationally touring show, Heaven, I Need a Hug. And I'm excited to have them with me here today. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We have Kendrick Young. Now, Kendrick, you are the writer, producer, director, the Superman, the whole thing, right?
I guess, yeah.
Wow, okay, great. And we all know Danielle
Yes.
Robertson.
Yes.
Welcome. And we have with us Julie Greenhill. Julie, you are the Director of Sales for the Fairfield Inn and Suites, right?
Yes, ma'am, that's right.
So you are our newest hotel on the Texarkana side and Texas side, and the newest Marriott.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Wonderful. Well, are you in the play?
I am not. Let's get that clear right now. We'll let them handle that.
Okay. Well, Julie, let's start with you. Let's talk about your involvement with the play.
Well, I was just lucky enough one afternoon to receive a phone call from a very sweet sounding voice on the other end. It happened to be Danielle Robertson, and she was looking for basically a host hotel for while they're here on tour.
Okay.
And I really wanted them there. We're a brand new property, so you know it's important to us at this phase, you know, in our development, you know, having only been opened for a few months, you know, to really welcome, you know, business. And
Right.
we hit it off really well from the get-go. And so hence we've got Danielle and Kendrick's group with us for a week, and we're just tickled, really excited.
That's wonderful. Talk a little bit about how these type of events affect the economy in Texarkana.
Well, these events are huge for the local economy. You know, anytime you have an event of this size and magnitude, you know, it's going to bring people in from different directions, and other counties, other cities, and of course they're going to need lodging, most likely, which brings in revenue. And then there's the trickle-down effect of, you know, entertainment outside of their entertainment, going shopping with, you know, the local vendors we have here in town,
Right.
and restaurants. You know, people are going to eat. And so it just generates revenue and all around, and it's an overall wonderful thing for our city.
Okay, great. Well, we thank you so much
Well,
for your
thank-
hospitality.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, Kendrick, Mr. Writer, Producer, Director, tell me, what was your inspiration for writing the play?
The inspiration for writing the play, a good question. Well, to be perfectly honest, I was probably going through some of the hardest times in my life when I actually sat down and wrote the play. And when I tell you this story, it's not going to sound believable at all, but it's
a true story.
It's honest
Okay.
to God true.
Let's hear it.
I was running track for the U.S. And I was engaged.
Okay.
My fiance and myself, we had went through we were having a lot of problems, to make a long story short. And she had broken off the engagement. She was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to be married no more. I'm like, okay. I'm like, but I love you, why not? And she was like, I love you too, but I don't want to be married as much as you do want to be married. So I'm like, okay. I'm driving down I-35. I was in school at the time. Even though I was running track, I was still in school. So I'm driving down I-35, and I just started talking to God, and I was asking him, like, why me? Why am I going through all this? You know,
Right.
why me? Why my family? And you know, I just got to the point. I went home and I was like, God, I give up. You know, I'm just done. Whatever you want to do, you know, I'm just leaving it up to you. So about 3 o'clock that morning, I was awakened, I guess, by the Spirit. And I'm a guy, I hadn't ever written anything in my life.
Really?
I promise. And the Spirit said, go to a computer and write. And I'm thinking I'm going crazy. I'm like, wow, like, nah, this is not happening.
Yeah.
But I did as I was instructed, and I went upstairs, I went to a computer, and I just sat there. And the Spirit told me, now everything that you just said in the car that was negative, I want you to take the mask off Satan and show him for the devil that he really is, and turn it all around and write. And that's really where the play came from. I started writing, And I opened up the Bible, and the first thing I saw was in the beginning, and that's the way the show starts out, in the beginning.
Really?
And that's really where the play came from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us now a little bit about what the play is about.
Okay. The actual show is about a character by the name of Chris Peterson, which will be played by David Wyatt, and he'll come up later. And Chris, he's fighting the biggest battle of his life, which is to save his marriage.
Okay.
Of course, you got the principalities, you got, you know, Satan and these demons that's out to, you know, seek his demise or whatever. And the great thing about the play is that you actually get to see how the principalities interfere in our life on a day-to-day basis. You know, you get to see Satan narrating and pushing his story forward and actually trying to, you know, seek his demise. So that's pretty much what the play is about.
Okay. Now, I understand that you are in the play also, is that right?
Yeah, I am. I play the character of Julian Peterson, Chris Peterson's brother, half brother. And it's not such a good character in the show. So.
Okay. So are you one of the little devils?
Almost, yeah, almost. Yeah, Julian, he's real arrogant. He's never beaten Chris in a fight. He's pretty upset that his father, his biological father, is now married to Chris' mom. You know, things of that sort.
Oh my.
So, you know, if I can't get him in the ring, I'm gonna get him somewhere else. But I don't want to give a story away. So, you know, you guys just.
But you got to give a little bit just to, you know,
okay,
entice everybody to come.
I'll say if I can't get him in the ring, I'm gonna hit him where I know it's gonna hurt. And that's usually, you know, you usually start with the wife or somewhere, you know, something that he really loves.
Ah,
so,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Now, we are excited that this play is coming to Texarkana. Now, I know that it's nationally touring. Tell us where you've been and where you're going.
Okay, we've been to Atlanta, we've been to Oklahoma City, we've just played Dallas, we've been to New Haven, Connecticut. God, there's so many cities I can't even remember them all. But as far as where we're going, we're on our way to Houston. We'll be doing Houston after this show. We have New Orleans, we have Lafayette. We're looking into Arkansas. In the fall, the promoter right now, he's putting together like a whole 20-week tour. So, you know, I wouldn't know those cities and those dates until he give them to me.
That's amazing for somebody who says they've never written anything.
It is.
But
yeah,
you know,
it's a blessing.
when you're a child of God and He speaks things that seem impossible to us with Him, it's the very difficult I'll do right now. The impossible, it may take a little while, but you get it done. Well, that's wonderful. I just want to say congratulations to you.
So much.
And when we come back, I want you to talk about the cast, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Okay. We'll be right back after this message.
He's here. Kendrick D. Young is changing the face of urban theater, and he's taking the nation with him. Heaven, I Need a Hug. Starring from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the sensational Sheree Whitfield.
You know what, Lisa? You know what, Lisa girl? It'd be best you take your seat before you get checked.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Also starring the ladies' man himself, Dave Hollister.
Say yeah, yeah. Say yeah. I don't care what they told you. I don't care if they told you never be nothing. You'll win the yes.
Texarkana's own powerhouse singer David Wyatt. R&B songstress Danielle Robertson. From the movie Freedom Writers, the funny man himself, Deontay Wyatt. At the brand new Sullivan Arts Theater, April the 16th through the 18th. Purchase tickets at Ticketmaster.com, Texas High School, and the Golden Lady Restaurant.